All right, today we are going to talk about the most interesting topic on the face of the planet. Vegetables. Okay, maybe overreacting just a little there, but when it comes to understanding your health, there might not be anything more important than understanding vegetables. I am a massive fan of Dr. Mark Hyman, and on today's episode, we're going to be talking a lot about his book, Food, What the Heck Should I Eat, specifically in regards to vegetables.
You know, eat your green vegetables.
That's what my mom is always saying.
It's recommended that 75% of your plate includes non-starchy vegetables. So for something that has such a high percentage of what should be on your plate every single meal, it's probably important that we understand a little bit about those vegetables.
I don't understand.
Now, before we count down the 7 things, if you're new to the channel, I ask that you like, subscribe, and comment below what your favorite vegetable is. I know it sounds a little corny, pun intended, but it'll really help us with the YouTube algorithm and hopefully boost us to more people that are also interested in very similar things. Now, with that out of the way, let's dive in. Number 1 is eat the rainbow. No, this is not Skittles. This rainbow will actually be healthy for you. Besides the fact that colorful vegetables, when displayed together, create an amazing Instagram photo, each color has a purpose. Our ancestors ate over 800 different varieties of plants in all different colors. They didn't have any pills or drugs. Their medicine was plants, and that really is how it should be to this day. The more colors that you eat, the more anti-inflammatory, detoxifying, healthy compounds that you're going to absorb. For a complete breakdown of what colors do what, check out my Instagram page because I have a whole breakdown of what each color of the rainbow represents. Number 2, when you should eat organic. Now, it breaks my heart that every piece of produce made today is not organic.
Anakin, you're breaking my heart.
The use of pesticides on non-organic food is the biggest reason why I'd recommend that you try and go organic whenever you possibly can, because the effects of pesticides long-term are devastating. And I know that buying organic does come with a higher price tag. Now, how I view everything is everything that I put into my body is a long-term investment. So to me, investing a little bit more now is going to pay off in the long run. In fact, Europeans who are wildly healthier than Americans, they put 20% of their paycheck towards their food. Americans only put 9% of their paycheck towards their food. So is the difference that you're really saving worth it? I think not. Not when you think of the long-term ramifications of everything that you do. Now, if you do truly need to budget and you can't do everything organic, then there are certain produce items that you should be focusing on organics versus others. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put them all around the screen. Basically, potatoes have the highest pesticides per weight than any other piece of produce, and then everything else on this screen is just kind of going down the list of what you should probably tackle organically because they have the highest amount of pesticides. Number 3, how you prepare your vegetables makes a huge difference. For me, the biggest barrier towards eating more vegetables was the fact that I just didn't understand how to make them and have them taste good and also still be healthy for you. Of course, putting cheese on everything always makes everything taste good, but kind of nullifies the whole reason of eating healthy in the first place. Now, there's a lot of different things you should be doing to prepare your vegetables, and if you check out my Instagram, I actually just recently posted about this, and you can see the full breakdown. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to share some of my favorites. Make sure that you're not overcooking by sauteing or roasting your vegetables because you're essentially going to take away all of the health benefits of eating the vegetables themselves. Kind of makes sense also, but don't deep fry your vegetables either. Deep frying just destroys the healthy compounds of vegetables. Avoid microwaving your vegetables because it kind of increases the inflammatory compounds of food. And then lastly, eat vegetables as much as you can with healthy fats because those fats basically multiply the healthy compounds of the vegetables themselves. So when I'm talking about fats, I'm talking about olive oil, coconut oil, avocado oil, nuts, seeds, things like that. Number 4, white potatoes are like Wonder Bread. Simply put, eat potatoes sparingly. These are fast absorbing carbs that immediately skyrocket your blood sugar level, and so it's essentially just like eating Wonder Bread. Number 5, some veggies can make you fat and sick. A lot of people don't realize that they have food sensitivities, and one of the biggest food sensitivities that you can possibly have that a lot of people don't realize is to nightshades. Now, nightshades are like tomatoes, bell peppers, potatoes, eggplants, things like that. These can impact your gut health, and the long-term ramifications here are huge. We're talking weight gain, we're talking depression, sinus problems, joint issues, even headaches are a result of your food sensitivity to nightshades. It doesn't happen right away, but if you consistently put this into your body and you do have a food sensitivity to it, over time, you're looking at devastating results. So do yourself a favor and get tested to see what you have a food sensitivity to so you can hopefully avoid it. Number 6, one of the world's best veggies doesn't grow on farms. Now, I will be honest, I am still dipping my toes into the waters of this one, again, pun intended, but we're talking about seaweed. The Japanese know that the health benefits of seaweed cannot be denied. Now, before I am willing to weigh in on this, I definitely need to eat more myself and figure this thing out, but it should be something that you're all aware of, because if you do like seaweed and you're already eating it, it's one of the best things that you can have. Number 7 is that fermentation performs a kind of a magic on our foods. Fermented foods help prevent cancer, help with a healthier gut, employ probiotic-rich bacteria, and help your digestive system. The only advice is to never ferment your foods with vinegar, because you will negate the effects of everything that I just discussed. So there you have it, 7 things you may not have known about vegetables. When I started my health journey, I didn't have any proper education on what I should and should not be eating. Now I do, so I have no excuses why I'm not putting the right foods into my body all the time. If you made it this far and you enjoy this kind of content, please again like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so you're alerted every time a new video drops. I recently transitioned into a vegan lifestyle, and if that's something that's interesting to you and something you want to explore, I recommend checking out this video above, because, I already have done it for about a month now and I can give you some advice. And if you are currently unhappy with your life, I also did a video on why that may be so you can check that out here. Again, I recommend that you check it out because I went through this myself about 1.5 years ago, and it's made all the difference for me. As always, not a scientist or a doctor, just a normal guy on a quest to better himself.